What's up, Send? Right. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. I hope you're having a great day. Not too bad here in Colorado. I think our high today was like 83 or 4. It's perfect right now. Nice little breeze. What's up, round we go? Welcome in. I hope your day is going well. So we haven't really had any rain in the last few days. So when I drove by the creek earlier and got a good shot of it, it was like barely moving. What's up, Angie? So we got probably a good mile and a half till we get to downtown. So give everybody a chance to roll in, pull up. Hope your day is well as well, Angie. Absolutely beautiful here in Colorado Springs. I think our 90s are supposed to return though. I think we got like another day of like mid 80s at the most, and like 2 or 3 days in low 90s. But we get like maybe 2 to 3 weeks out of the year where we're actually in the 90s, so can't complain. This is pretty average. Like today is pretty average, which I prefer. I don't mind 84, 83, 82. I don't mind. Yeah, the 90s suck. That's when it sucks. I mean, even like high 80s, but anything plus, you know, covers. So this fucking neck mount's kind of pulling my neck today for some reason. However, my neck's been weird the last couple days. It's got some stitches out of my back, and I was asking the doctor if what I should do for like a chiropractic referral. I don't know if I really want to start with all that. There's some like lady walking down in the creek with crutches. No. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a good. I think she's spotted. I think we're spotted, man. As you hear about the fall weather? Yeah, I kind of am too. And back. Here we really don't get a lot of color, just kind of yellows. Not like some parts of the states where my mom's got a big maple tree right in her front yard, a massive maple tree. And every year it does different colors. And then of course it's soup season. It's another favorite. It's Pinchy soup season. I do like some apple cider drinks. I've never really been a pumpkin spice person, even though I do like pumpkin stuff. I just I also cruised down here yesterday and the same dude was under the same tree. Probably a vehicle dweller like myself. And then of course crock pot season for the people that like to bake. Baking season, having the oven on. It's too hot to freaking run the oven in the summer. Pull up in the shade real quick right here and take a drink. Stay hydrated over here. This is the best one of the flavors that I found. They got like a grape and like a strawberry kiwi. I like this tropical punch one the best. Yep, you gotta cook more, bake more, yeah, because man, it's too hot. Be all up in the kitchen when it's already hot. The house is trying to cool itself down. You're making it hotter. Straight up Betty Crocker times Guy Fieri. It's like the old people always look at me the funniest for having this shit around my neck. I like having this down just a little bit more. I know you guys might not like it, but I can see your comments as I ride. Otherwise, I feel like I miss too much shit. Dude, I've been sneezy the last like 2-3 days. I've been so sneezy. I don't know what it is. I mean, there's something in the air right now. So I get really bad allergies as well. It's like one side of my nose is like always stuffy. So I know like dust allergies for sure, as well as like pet dander. So of course having Rocky is probably why. I'm just having a cat because I think I'm like a little bit allergic to cats. But how can you not own a cat? You know, it's usually like when I'm sneezy, Rocky's sneezy too. Rocky's got like the same allergies that I do. Making my way downtown, walking fast, cars are passing by. See a tweaker in a truck, and he looks kind of shook, but I don't know why. And then I wonder if I go 25 into the sky, down into the creek, will I die? No, 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 no. Lola. Yeah, it's all allergies. It's a tweaker bridge right here. We're out to tweak his head. Cracker tweak. Cracker tweak. God damn. Look at that motherfucking Goodwill back there. As the zombies emerge from the darkness of their encampment, hidden deep in the mountains. We're just gonna have to throw hands like real G's. It's small, but when you're in the scooter, it's little. Boop, you hit that just right. I might go overboard. Easy killer, easy. Comes drifting around the corner like freaking Dale Earnhardt and shit. Doing like 35 on his fucking e-bike. You see his ass on your Ring camera and be calling 911. Got some damn laying kings in the area or something. I just seen a GD killer. And then we fly into the sky. Let's see Wagwan. Such a pretty little spot. Where's the zoom are we on? We are on one. We're on the one time for the one time. I just can't crash the scooter either, dude. I got these stitches out a couple days early. If I injure myself and recut this wound back open on my back, that would suck. I do have like the dissolving stitches left in there, but a couple of butterfly thingies over it. What's up, Robin? Then we got a bunch of new emojis, updated emojis. What's up, Amber? Such a beautiful little spot right here. But as you can see, though it rained the past couple of days, the water is pretty damn clear, and it's flowing really like mellow. You can pretty much see through all the water. It's like a perfect time to frolic around like a goose. Yo, what's up, Eggsy? No, we ain't got, dude, I forgot the damn pepper spray, but wait. Yeah, it's either a spray can or we do gotta get a, actually, we do have a pepper spray out. We got a pepper spray.
Something with purpose.
Jeez, a whole nice gang of people. Little spandex pants. That's a pretty shot. Give a little bit of the bridge in there on the widescreen, like that, with the path in there. Nice little shot. Yeah, kind of. I didn't really hurt myself, but a premeditated injury. There's something that there's like a little lump on my back, and I wasn't cool with it being there, so I just went and had it removed proactively. My mom was saying that both of my uncles had cysts when they're like my age, so that's what I was thinking. They gotta like test it and find out what it was. Yeah, I'll still be in Vegas about 3 months. Yeah, but I got that done last Wednesday, and technically I was supposed to get the stitches out tomorrow, but they didn't have anything on Wednesday, and I streamed Tuesday, so I didn't want to do it today. No, I probably could have. Definitely could have did like a 1 or 2 o'clock or something, Corey. So I did it on Monday, but doctor said it looked fine. It's been like itchy and stuff too. It hasn't caused me like any discomfort. Like the little poking of the extra stitches hanging out were more unpleasant than anything. It's actually not been bad. I was kind of freaked out about the whole process. And I would say about 5 minutes of tattooing hurt way more than that whole process of getting shots of lidocaine around it to actually getting cut open and stitched up and whatever it was cut off, and you know what I mean? Like I'll take that over fucking 5 minutes of tattooing any day. Yeah, I'm glad I went wheelchair. I don't like shots. I don't like being cut open. I don't like any of that. I think my doctor's weird for even doing it. He's like, oh no, we can just take care of it right here in the office. I'm like, really? I don't have to go to like dermatology or something? Oh no, we got it. It's my doctor. He's like in his 40s. I'm pretty sure he's gay. He's cool as shit. My last doctor, she was so mean. And she would always like drill me about my marijuana usage. And she said, how much do you smoke? I was like, I wasn't gonna tell her. I was like, enough. And she's like, how much is enough? I was like, enough. Well, she hands me like a book of papers about chronic marijuana abuse and addiction and all this different shit that it can do and this and that. Like, my God, I've had a medical card. I just renewed for the 13th year. Like, I think I know, I think I'm pretty tapped in on marijuana usage. But yeah, the doctor I have now, he's hella cool. And I was just asking him randomly, cause one of my shoulders is just fucked, man. If I was to try to throw a football or something with my left arm, really fling it, or a baseball or something, I get so much pain. So I'm gonna go in and get an X-ray done on both my shoulders and see what's up with that, and get into physical therapy to see if I can help my shoulders out a little bit, because my arms and shit are so lanky. I'm just getting old and my body's getting stiff. And it's as much as I want to go to the chiropractor, I really don't want to start with it. And it's probably because I used to get massages all the time. So my body was used to not being tensed or knotted. So now it just stinks. Let's keep moving here. It's a good spot for a couple of Hooter rips, a rehydrate, and a photo op. Starring Gina as herself. She's like, smelling this stupid fucking creek, and the creek's fucking non-tent. Fuck that creek. I was like, man, I like my creek. How could you complain about this photo? I mean, something you'd have as your screensaver or background or something. Smelling in this fucking creek. And she's dragged me that one night. Smelling his non-tent fucking creek. Blah, blah. I'm damn, Gina. What? Yeah, it's this is an outdoors channel. You know what I mean? This is what we do. We're outside. We like animals and fucking whatever we can see, we're outside people. This is an outside channel. We're not in people's faces with cameras and checking out booties or whatever. I don't really like talking to people. I just kind of mind my own business, but that's just how I am, when I'm off camera. What's up, Kelly girl? Hope you're having a good day. Is that the oh yeah, that is the emoji. Yeah, we can only do so many emojis based on how many members I have. More members, more emojis. I think we're filled up right now. I had to move some of them to badge icons. Posted a video talking about And but they were like walking in like one area where a lot of addicts and stuff like to hang out, and they had Narcan like hanging in the trees and stuff. And the one guy that he interviewed back using Narcan, he said at least 12, 13 times. But can you imagine? Actually, no. Remember this from last time. We don't go this way. We gotta go up this little cover here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, God, I'm lost again. Let's see where this bike goes. There's nowhere to go up there. Oh, yeah, maybe it's just not down all the way. So I was like, I remember this. Man, this is a little, the spot, it gets me every time. Of course, I'm always like ripped when I come through here too, you know? Alright, take it easy, Angie. Appreciate you stopping. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna watch my head here. And then I almost hit a twink. Literally, I almost ran over a twink. Yeah, I'm not a complete fat ass. I did my 2 miles already today. I actually went a little bit over because I was hella stoned and zoned out on the video I was watching. Making pasta. Pasta for what? Like fettuccine or macaroni or like what? That's what's up though. You can make like your own. Sure, it's 10 times better without all the bullshit in it. You know what I mean? Nice view of the mountains. Little shot of Pikes Peak in here. Pikes Peak. ZT. ZT? The hell is that? GMO cookies, looking. I bet, bro. GMO's one of my favorites. How nice this grass is. Well, shout out to those kids and like 3 teenage kids walking around picking up trash down here. I'm just like, whoa. I gotta pay attention. But they obviously like weren't city workers. They were just like normal kids in construction vests and little grabbers picking up trash on this little path down here. Like W parents, you know what I mean? A lot of other shit some teenage kids could be getting into. They're out here exercising, enjoying a beautiful day, and doing the community a service and a favor. And shout out to their parents too. Yeah, well, Kelly, and then yeah, I could imagine out by you too. It's just as bad here, you know. And then a lot of the homeless community, they like to camp out by the creeks and stuff. So, you know, and it's like out of all the encampments that I've shown on stream, we seen one where like somebody cleaned up after themselves and like set the trash on the outside of the encampment, but left like the actual encampment area clean. So here's some other people, some like older looking boys. These guys are probably like 18. I'm glad there's people in our community that actually care, you know. Alright, so let's see here. Trying to think of what we should do, because this is Uinta right here. It's pretty much like the start of downtown in Colorado College, like we seen last time. However, there's a lot of downtown we haven't seen, so I kind of want to maybe just go up like another street, because we got like a lacrosse, I believe it's a lacrosse, a switchback, Winterfield, and then like the switchback stadium. I never showed that last time on stream, I realized. So we're gonna kind of like zigzag our way through downtown and start at like the lower part of it. A couple baddies. Damn, almost wet myself good. Alright, so let me think. We'll actually cut down and keep going down a little bit further. Yeah, it's so bad, Kelly. We've seen them in the creek here. It's horrible. It's disgusting. I think it's a pandemic. Maybe they got to do something about it. Cops really can't do anything about it right now because unless they do, are doing something illegal, like what can they do? The asylums come back and they can nab them up, and they know that we probably won't see very many of them. Like I said, just cutting down on the letting it in our borders, cutting down on the people in the United States that are getting it here and distributing it. Attacking it from all the angles is the best play. I mean, the war on drugs is never going to end. I mean, we know that. However, it's up to me. I would get rid of the Narcans. Like, that's a risk you're going to take. Like, you're not going to, be able to kill yourself 12 times and be safe. Like, you have to know that, like, that's the risk you're going to take every time you try to do something stupid like that. Saving you. If you mess up, you mess up. People from doing it as well. Because, when we're finding syringes everywhere and in creeks, and you got, states and cities out there handing out tinfoil and clean syringes and stuff, like, yeah, I see the point. Like, they're going to do it anyhow, and might as well make sure they have the tools necessarily and that are proper and sanitized and whatever. But how do we get off this fucking path? I get both sides of it. Definitely not like biased on one side. Like, I understand both sides of it, but I think America as a whole is just sick of seeing this shit. And to the point where it's like ending up in our creeks and, like, you know what I mean? Everybody has been affected by it one way or another. Pretty much at this point, everybody's been affected. As in fucking Jesus, man.
Yo.
As we go through a known fucking tweaker fentanyl park. Alright, so we popped out right here in pretty much the heart of downtown. What we are going to do though is go across the bridge, I think start on like Cascade. Check out the stadiums or what we can see of them. And kind of zigzag our way up through the heart of downtown. Actually, what am I on, Bijou? That's the Bijou Bridge. Actually, Cascade's doesn't even start on this side yet. It starts like up here on the right. I don't know what I'm thinking. However, St. Mary's Cathedral is right here. As probably already seen. Very pretty. Hey, what's up, Richard? How you doing today, brother? What? What are you talking about, Robin? Animals searching for winter. Still 81 out. Yeah, it's kind of windy. Man, the goddamn soup kitchen here has got solar panels on top of it now. That's crazy. It's the soup kitchen downtown. Look at, you got panels on top of the damn soup kitchen around here. What is this feller doing? That's crazy. Oh shit, I forgot there was a speed bump right there. God damn. Let's see if I can cross over safely. So this whole Hilton Garden Inn is brand new as well. Like they built this in the last couple of years. Just hitting my vape. Move my microphone up a little bit. I'm sure you guys can hear me yet, but okay. Let's cross over downtown public library right here. Nice shot at the front of the cathedral. What the hell is this? Oh, the old library. I don't know what it is now, or if it's still another library. Nice. Oh, get a nice shot of the front of this. What's my zoom doing? Come on, zoom. Why are we so zoomed in? This is weird. I feel like we're zoomed in a little bit and it's like telling me we're not. There we go. Anyhow, yeah, a good shot of the front of the cathedral. Goddamn ass cracks about hanging out. Getting some air. Airing out the old cracky crack. I've always drove by and seen this here at Caboose, but never actually came up and take a clear look at it. How about that? So this thing's been sitting here a hot minute. Since I can remember. It's kind of a sick tag right there at the 719. I'm surprised the railroad employees haven't come out and bitched at me. I didn't realize there was like a whole freaking railroad office right here. Like, why is there a sidewalk right here? This was like the old depot back in the day, and they converted it into modern furnished little businesses or some shit. There's like a little restaurant in here and some other shit, I want to say. Probably haunted as fuck. That's probably where all the flapper action was happening back in the, so right here on the train liner. I don't think we're gonna be able to get out of here because the fence and pretty much around fucking railroad property. Probably trespassing at this point. So we're sitting at 6,001 elevation. You know, they come on and say something. No, just a YouTuber from out of town, you know. I didn't know. No. Fucking sidewalk's horrible. There's probably people on the other side of that glass looking at me like, what the fuck? So I'm surprised people in this building are even come out. They're in there in the air conditioner, like, fuck that. Unless he pulls out some spray paint, eyeing it. Dude, it's just, our roads suck around here. I even noticed, like, driving around, like, everything's just so fucking bumpy. Here's, like, the front of the joint. Oh, yeah, Sandwich Depot, Bakeman's, whatever the hell Bakeman's is. Burgers, brews and shakes. Whatever else is in here. Crazy fucking chick looking at me weird. I ain't your daddy. An old depot. Shit, I drank the shit out of Sweet Tea, Jason. You get it at Walmart in a gallon jug, in a freezer out by the milk and shit. I'm trying to do too much here. I'm gonna crash and ripping open my back fucking stitches. Oscar. This is all recently built too. I've never been up here. Jesus. I don't even know if we're going anywhere, but it's coming up here for the view. Oh, looks out over America the Beautiful. Aww. Aww. And a nice shot of downtown. How about that? There's a super tall smelly. course, I'm gonna go check these fields out, Werner. It's like switchbacks and like lacrosse or something. Like all this shit's brand new. This whole shit's all brand new. This bridge is all brand new. Well, Jason, see, I'm more of a bass fisher myself. I don't eat fish, so otherwise I'd probably go catch some trout. You know what I mean? Probably go catch a trout. Fry it up right there at the lake. You heard? Strum on the banjo a little bit, kick back with the fiddle. Type shit. And then do what with them? Just throw them back. This is some type of cafe right here. Flame Cafe. Hey. Your modern day cafe. It's hustling and bustling, isn't it, Colorado Springs? Hey, you did good on this one, huh? You know? Yeah, really fucking killed it with the Flame Cafe, Colorado Springs. Snaps. How about that beauty? Alright. It's Olympic and Paralympic. Surely. Never mind. Stall this guy. So yeah, I think this is fucking lacrosse or something. They built this big old fancy field right next to these gentrified housings, you know. Type shit. I don't know what it is. I think it's lacrosse. This area used to be really bad with homeless. But ever since they built these gentrified, $2,000 a month, Mountain View fucking luxury units here. I'm surprised I haven't kicked the Salvation out yet. That's why you got like this nice block with this massive housing project in it, and then the Salvation Army across the street. And people living in vehicles and RVs and whatever else. And they built these nice little fancy restaurants and shit right here across the street. Fool look like Eazy-E, but in his 60s. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more we can cut up another block yet. It's like when they say across the train tracks, I'm not sure, So you got these luxury brand new units that he's bought, and some crackheads. One looks like Eazy-E when he was 60. So we'll start cutting up through here. Make sure I'm not going to get ran over. And they keep building it. There's like 4 or 5 of them now. There's like big ass block luxury units they keep building. With nowhere for anybody to park down here. Actually, cut through here. It's kind of like the heart of downtown right here. I also gotta be mindful of my battery here. It's kind of a long drive back. Yeah, Robin and VK like to do a little fishing. That place is popping. The restaurant. Lots of chatter going on inside. Nice happy vibes. Everybody having dinner.
Yeah. I guess I'll see you Monday. I'll see you Monday.
So many random curves. Yeah, our downtown's not very big or anything. There's not. It's definitely no. Yeah. You know, I think we're only like 500,000 people here at most. You know, that's probably like including the Air Force and Army and shit. That's our courthouse right here. Office of the sheriff building right here in El Paso County, and then across the street is the courthouse. I've only ever had to been to this courthouse because of my ex-girlfriend. And then we watched her baby, actually wasn't even a baby daddy, he was just her boyfriend at the time. He had like murdered one of her kids. So I watched him get 23 years. I've never actually had to go there myself, thank the Lord. Of course, I showed this on stream another time. It's like a Pioneer Museum, I want to say. Yeah, I was actually going to go do it today, but I just really didn't have a lot of gas. Rather pay bills, you know what I mean? And buy gas. Received any money, YouTube money yet? Non-seeds and stems around here, Jason. It's low budget, very low budget. McKenzie's Chop House is like one of the best steakhouses around. Been there once. They got like lamb chops and just, you know, all that crazy shit. I mean, it's like a $50 plate at least restaurant. And a couple of clubs that they actually do have right in this downtown area. One's right here. That's what John's been bitching about. John's been selling wieners right here for like 15 years. We're in this spot right here. We're looking at it on this part of the sidewalk. He pulls up with his wiener mobile and slings him some wieners every Friday and Saturday. It's right here next to the mansion, which is a super sleazy fucking club, if you ask me. And there's like the Red Martini, Blondies. There's like Cowboys across the street. If you look up the reviews of the mansion, Sure, like a lot of them talk about like being roofied and shit, which is a real bad spot. Gasoline Alley. Another steakhouse right here I've never been to. Make sure I'm not gonna get ran over here.
Stop here for a second, brother.
Well, a bunch of little different stores and shops right here. Candy place, cocktail bar, clothing, stupid shit. Acacia Park, we'll whip through that real quick. It's a water fountain right here. Drove over it. I showed this another time. This old band shelter right here, really old band shelter. Still use it. More churches. Pretty much half the buildings I went across, there's like one that had a restaurant and the rest were boarded up. That's how popping our downtown is. Bus station. Not a lot happening down here, guys. Yeah, crossover, there's none down here. Looks like they're restoring this old church, doing some with their bell tower. It's interesting. There's like a federal courthouse over there as well. And yeah, this is pretty much about as much as downtown as there is. Dude almost got ran over. He didn't give a shit. He was like, give me that check. Good pizza place right here. Borriello Brothers, New York. This pinchy dude on the horse right here in the middle of the fucking road, they refuse to move. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Don't you wait before they know.
Is there a fucking rehab around here? Jesus Christ. Fucking methadone clinic or some shit? Goddamn tax-paying citizen. We're fed up. And just fucking deal with life like everybody else does. Oh, life gets rough. Well, yeah, it does for every fucking body. Just fucking deal with it. I don't use drugs to fucking cope. You know, catch me having a bad day and using that as an excuse to go smoke some meth or some fucking fentanyl on some tinfoil. Go have fucking beer, smoke a bowl of weed, or a glass of wine like every other normal fucking Karen does. Just because you don't want to face life and face the problems of it, I'm gonna give you the excuse to go shoot dope. Fucking deal with it. Life sucks at times, yeah. Anybody can bounce back. So we're coming out of the downtown area into the old north end, where it pretty much just becomes college, Victorian houses, all that type of shit. A lot of it we've seen. Old Cathedral back here on our way. We'll stop and get it up close. Because I only got 2 things of battery left, so I gotta make sure I can make it back to the van, at least most of the way. And our downtown pretty much sucks. There's not much to it. Let's see, what kind of church is it? Make sure I can run over, okay. Oh, this is the Episcopal Church. That's right. Oh, we see one of these in Cripple Creek. I was like, how the fuck do you even say that word? But I bet that's really pretty on the inside. Especially up in like that bell tower, like Castle Peak and shit on it. And having a bad day, goddamn, chug a 4 Loco like Jason does. I mean, you ain't gotta shoot up dope. And then run out in public and assault people, steal shit, and fucking just act a fool. kind of how I feel about it all. I was never weak-minded enough to try some stupid shit like that and get addicted to it. It's like, I think my worst are coffee, vape, and THC. I think that's my absolute 3 worst vices. And it's like, I could probably, as much as I love coffee, I'm sure I could give it up if I had to for any reason. Nicotine as well. And not smoking weed, that's where we draw the line, motherfuckers. I thought it said health and vibing at first. I was like, what? Colorado College. Oh, there's a little pizza joint right there. 707 Pizza Company. Wherever 707 is. Oh, it smells good. Oh, jeez. That fat kid means having an orgy right now. Look at this. William I. Spencer Center. You know what I say? Turn it into asylum. No, I'm just kidding. New Hampshire plates said busy kid. So yeah, this all gets into Colorado College and shit right here, which we showed last stream. Kind of cut through the campus a little bit. It's a cascade of all. So you went to be able to get back on a little pathy path. I don't know what the heck going on here. All these tents and generator and shit. Sure, once we get on the path too, it's time for the deer to come out and shit like that. Maybe a skunk or two. Charles L. Tutt Library. Somebody coming speeding up on me, I think. Doing 50 on the e-bike. I'm on cruise control doing 12 miles an hour, hitting my vape, and I caught up to him. Yeah, lots of grass here. We got some good grass. Making my way back from downtown, riding slow, cruise control. Man, gonna take a break to smoke some joint, 'cause why not? And I like to smoke a hooter, and I wonder why. Making my way back from downtown, getting creepy looks as I pass. That lady, she went like right to the edge. So I did the same thing. I can go right to the edge too, lady. Yeah. I'm scared of you. Now what? I'm walking around in that ninja hat. Probably got a samurai stuffed up your twat. Yeah, this park up here to the right, where I stopped and ate that sub last week, there's like a bunch of different paths that go off of that. I really want to explore one of these days. Maybe we'll do that Thursday. It's such a nice little park. I had no clue it was here. I lived here over a decade, no clue. She was just like dragging her feet. They didn't even, like, she looked like she was moving fast, but she wasn't moving fast at all. She was like just dragging her feet. If you guys would like me to reenact it, I definitely can. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of paths and shit. And I really want to know, like, what neighborhood this comes off of. I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure, because I didn't know there's, like, side streets off of that main street, so. There's an area I want to investigate one day. Area that we came, like, walking on one day. We were doing the walking stream. We came walking out in the trenches. I didn't even know any of that shit was back here. I had no idea this park was back here. I had no idea this whole trail was like as long as it is. So that's the nice part about getting out in your own city and actually touching grass instead of sitting at a computer all the time or in the house. Get like an e-bike or something. And probably bump into some stuff you had no idea your city even offered. Beautiful shot of the creek right here. Picture perfect. VK in here? RSO won't. It won't hurt you at all. Yeah, it's pretty calm right now. Especially compared to other times we've seen it. You know what I mean? It's rather tame. But yeah, we haven't had rain, like any significant amount of rain anyhow. I feel like probably like 4 or 5 days now. Had some very nasty shit around us, it just didn't hit us. Oh, shout out to BK. Yeah, he's probably lurking. Make it back to that bridge and smoke the rest of this joint. Make sure not zoomed in all crazy. 2 bars of battery left. That's good, that's good, that's good. As long as I make it back, that's all I care about. I mean, if I gotta walk a half a mile or something, it ain't the end of the world, but the scooter just, battery life on it just sucks now. Of course, I don't know. You're supposed to be able to get like 25 miles out of it, you're to get like 10. Maybe they have like a different, better battery I can get for it. Have to look. Like, so this scooter's getting old. So I understand it's just not, you know, doesn't have the battery life it used to. And like, so there's these other 2 trails right here I'd like to check out, so I still have to come back here Thursday. Start with those couple paths, see where they go. And then a couple of paths that come out of the park right there, see where they go. Look at those. Oh, fuck, that hurt my back. I can feel it go down my spine. See, I don't know if you guys can see it, but when we drive past people, the way they look at us, like, I glance over and look at the people's faces, and they're just like giving us the evil eye. So, they're already pissing dogs off. I'm just gonna drag the scooter down here so nobody steals it. We do best around here, piss dogs off. I guess there was a little easier path that we could have went down. Fucking smarty pants. Yeah, I'm wolf, 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 you, mister. Bray, have a good night, Round. Appreciate you stopping. See how cold the water is. It's not bad. And trash debris piles all over the fucking place, man. This dog's still over here woofing. We hear it, buddy. I'd rather be down here by the creek than in the city, shit. Much more peaceful down here. Besides Mr. Woofer over here. Just us and the birds. Should have had my slides on. I could have walked around in there. Super clear. But yeah, it's maybe like a foot deep in some places right now. Not very deep. Not back to woofing. Yeah, I just moved the microphone. Maybe that's why. I realized it slid down a little bit. It should be good. What time is it? 7:30. I haven't checked on any scavenger hunt today. Ice Poseidon's having a $30,000 scavenger hunt right now around the city of Austin. They're almost halfway through, but it's getting harder and harder, so. This dog is just, he's over it. I think he'd be used to people, like, the back part of his yard, like, he's right up on the path and stuff. You'd think he'd be used to people driving by and walking by. So that's how you know he's just a woofer. So they say hear himself woof. Well, I tried looking for that other bracelet, Robin, and there's no way. For one, like, all the rocks that are along the train track there are all like the same colors of the bracelet, I realized. And then, like, the long weeds and, like, in the tree and shit, there's, like, tons of different trash and there's a bunch of shit I don't want to be walking through. I mean, I poked around for a little bit, probably about 5 minutes to see if I see any, like, shimmer of it, like, on the rocks or anything, and I didn't see anything. So I don't know if it's really worth looking for. But I'd wore that like 6 months, so it was just kind of loose around my wrist. When I was parking in the spot, there was always this one rock that I would always go over. So I just got out and threw it one day. And I threw it so hard it fucking flung the bracelet off my wrist. And of course I didn't see where it went. I like heard it like hit the ground, but or at least in my head I did, but who knows. Yeah, somebody will find it someday. I mean, it's just meant to be. But yeah, I did look. Was it yesterday or the day before? Oh, it was yesterday. So they said there was like a pop-up camper somebody was living in, parked in that spot. And then I realized a few days ago when I drove by it, they had some type of tag on it. So I figured they were going to have to move it sooner. It was going to get towed. And yeah, they moved it. This dog is just a woofing sumbitch, isn't he? Yeah, I gotta think, man. All these trees and shit. Some of them gotta been here for a hot minute. Especially I was looking at the one in front of us, but you gotta think it's always got plenty, like however much water it wants. It pulls out of the creek, boom. And just black them out, have like fucking nothing in it. Did I notice some of like the cheap ones, like 99-cent one you get? And the black them out, there'd be like no tobacco in them. They're like, well, no wonder they're 99-cent. You can smoke them in freaking 5 puffs. You're like halfway done with it. It's like, what? Black Miles are supposed to last like all day. What's up, Ladybug? Got a lot of weirdos on the IG. Yeah. You just gotta block them. That's all I do. Set your shit to private and block them. This one just doesn't even taste right. I don't want to smoke it. I'd much rather hit my vape. Yeah, I mean, there's probably, Jessica's not far away, Ladybug. Probably Jessica around here somewhere. As much as I want to be a bum like I am, just throw my trash on the side, I won't. I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to add to the problem. I can't do it. Let's put it back in my back pocket where it's been this whole time. Wait till I get to the van. Ow! Oh man. I almost impaled myself. When they grazed my ear like a Trump bullet. Cool shot right there too with all the reflection. There's like 3 different types of reflection going on. So, Mr. Marcus. Yeah, somebody out there's got a lot of time on their hands. That's what it sounds like. They're harassing all of us. Like, really. But we're the problem. You know what I mean? You're proactively finding us, harassing the shit out of us, but we're the problem. Yeah, it's really low right now in Toronto, so we're pretty much looking at gravel. Wet water's like inches in some spots. Dude, I've never once went and found somebody's Instagram and then sent them a bunch of hateful shit. Under an alias, you know what I mean? Under a fake Instagram. I don't even have a fake Instagram. So somebody's gone out of their way to create an alternative Instagram and then find us. The time to send whatever hate that they're spewing and sending. It just seems like a lot of energy and just a evil person. Like, who else does shit like that? There's somebody that just sits there all day with a heart full of hate. And that's it. So I don't find myself doing that. You know, Mr. Marcus, he doesn't find himself doing that. You know, Ladybug either. Well, it's like, I mean, I have the time to do it, but it's just like, I don't have enough hate in my heart to do that. I don't care enough to do it. You know what I mean? And some people actually do. It's the crazy part. You know, projecting the hate on us and then trying to deflect when it comes back to them. Which is weird. And very parasocial. It's very one-sided. I don't know who these people are. So that's why it's very parasocial. It is very one-sided. It's like just a random person on the internet. Like, Manny wasn't even famous. Like, really? Or like a small fucking shit stain on the wall of YouTube in the bathroom, you know what I mean? Of course, if you go out to the same places for like 4 years in a row, people start to know you, especially other local people. But that's it. You know, he's more of a local legend type thing than anything. Like, delusional. Because to be able to like snowball the hate into something to where you're now hitting up every member that you could possibly think of under a fake Instagram, I mean, that's just crazy. That's like red level fucking parasocial shit. Literally just some random face out here. It's like they seen, you know, us in or on a YouTube channel. I'm like, like that's a, you know, tons of people I know don't even get on YouTube. It's not like you're like TikTok famous or something like that, or like Mr. Beast famous on YouTube. We're just some nobodies. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, Robin, you know, it's just fucking weird. And it's like so many of us had the same testimonial and shit, you know, or similar testimonial that it's just like, you know, it's the same person or people behind it. And then you got to think if there like to be multiple people that really have nothing better in their life to do, and a hard in on it. Shit, it's just like, what does that say about that person? This is how I see it. Some tweakers going off back here. Somebody's pissed off. There's a tweaker tunnel right here, tweaker bridge. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool people that have come out of it for sure. Definitely, definitely see both sides of it, you know. For all the love, there's going to be some hate, so it's just how life is. You know, if Tom Cruise, for example, would have took every thread that he read of people just shitting on him fucking personally, and would have tapped out a long time ago. Oh shit! I think that. Oh, there's some. I thought it was a raccoon. It was a duck. What the hell is that drinking in the water? I feel like at some point my battery is gonna die here because we only have one bar remaining. And I'm probably like a mile from the van yet. There's probably a little less than a mile, maybe. We're going 9 miles an hour. So we got to see the downtown area a little bit more. Some shit that I forgot about last time because I went down a little bit further and then came back through. So we've seen a lot of the downtown and kind of Colorado College area. Like I said, our downtown here is like more shit's boarded up than anything, probably. Oh, there's certain areas kind of down by that Switchback Stadium and shit. Those places down there seem to be popping all right. John recently said he went and had some tacos at one place, and he picked up his taco to eat it and started dripping a bunch of grease out of the bottom of it. He was like, your taco shouldn't be really dripping shit out all crazy. Like, greasy ass meat. And they're expensive. So I don't even know why they're packed. I don't know. I don't. I eat out every day, but I don't spend a lot on food. It's not like every meal is like a $20 feast. Try to get away around like $10. It's just hard to do nowadays. Goddamn beautiful evening here in the Colorado Mountains. Sun is setting. He's definitely gone behind the mountains at least. Let's see what y'all are seeing. Is Susie up in here? Oh yeah, there she is. What up, Susie? Oh, there's a super chat. Oh, there it is. It actually showed up. Shout out to Susie. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Forget what I was talking about exactly then. But you felt it. Susie, I feel you. I was kind of rambling. Freaking a whole swarm of bugs through the face. Yeah, all the money I've made on YouTube through like memberships and super chats so far, I haven't even received. You have to hit like $100 threshold to even receive it. Like they're not gonna send you anything less. YouTube doesn't send out anything less than $100 bill. Pretty crazy. And then of course they take 40% of everything. So, but I know I'm over 100 now for sure. I think I was at like 115. So I even had to go to my homeless outreach place where I get my mail and get something for Google AdSense. They like send you some like PIN code to your address and verify that it's all legit and shit. So I did all that, but it hasn't like asked me for my payment info yet. Or like where to send it. Probably because I'm like just not hitting that threshold for them to be able to even send it, so. Beautiful, beautiful evening. Some of the people out at the skate park. There's like some trails and shit off to our right here too. Some good old-fashioned dirt paths. I actually probably explored that one. Spot a shopping cart over here, of course. Walmart. No deer is surprising. Should I put my sunglasses back on? It's the second bug. Yeah, like YouTube takes percent, and then you're supposed to file taxes on it all too. That's why I like Power Chat. They take like pennies on the dollar. It's basically like Cash App. So there's like ways around it, but it's good for the conveniency of people, and of course good for memberships. Yeah, it's like my battery's flashing too. Good thing we're like back at the van. The van's right around the corner, so we like barely made it back. Fucking tweaker digging in door panels, fucking dog scratching its ear. The whole situation didn't look good. They're parked not too far behind me. I have to move forward. Might have to move up a little ways. Yeah, look at it. My battery's flashing. We barely made it back, guys. Yeah, the taxes suck. Yeah, maybe they don't anymore, because it is, I guess, considered a tip. Just claim it all as a tip. You know what I mean? Like, what are they gonna do? Oh, Canon tax, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping to go a little longer tonight, but it is what it is. Usually we go between like 2 and 3 hours anyhow. So I really need to look and see if I can get like a different battery for my scooter that's can actually last longer than what it was. So I mean, all the way to downtown, I mean, but I don't know. I guess if I turn the app on, I could keep track of it all. Tell exactly how much it is. But I never do. So YouTube already takes enough, you know what I mean? Like 40% is a huge chunk. I mean, they're taking $40 out of every 100. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Rocky, chill out, enjoy this beautiful evening. So I'm probably gonna move the van a little further and get away from these tweakers. And that chick was like digging around in the door panel like somebody was in the woods shit, and the dog was scratching his ear. Solar powered scooters. I mean, I recharge off of solar power. You know, my solar panels work great. These panels kill it. But yeah, I don't know. You know, just like they need to make like the roofs of some like a Tesla solar powered. Or like some of the electric cars, like if they had like a roof that was completely solar powered, like some type of like, you know, system on it that helped with the battery. I mean, people would love that. I mean, yeah, I mean, we rode right by them, and she, of course, looked at me funny. Who doesn't? And she was like digging around in the fucking hollow door panel, and there was like a dog on the sidewalk that I rode right next to. He was scratching his ear and shit, like he has who knows what, you know. Of course, it was like a pit bull looking dog. And it's like, since I found this spot, like nobody's been parking here. And then there's an RV that he parks up a little bit ways. He was there when I left. And he's the only one that I've ever seen. He's like a working guy because he's always gone in the morning, comes back at a certain time. And then last night, I come pulling up, and right here, normally where I park, so I always like park between these trees and shit. There was some big ass, ugly black van that was parked here. And I was like, what, really? Like, the second I find a spot that, you know, nobody else parks in, of course, you know, the second I'm not there, somebody snatches it real quick because they realize, oh, this probably is a good parking spot. It seems to happen more times than not. And there was one other night too. I was sitting here because I got a camera that faces the back, so I can see what's going on behind here. So the person's walking out of the woods right there with the backpack. Just walked across the sidewalk to the car. You know, I got the camera sticking out right here, so I can see what's going on back there and shit. And one night somebody pulled up probably where this other car is. One morning I was getting ready to leave, and there was another vehicle that was like almost backed into me that had just pulled up. I was like pulling all my shades off the window and stuff. And they're like almost like backed up into me, and of course they don't got no license plate, no tag on the car. You could tell it was a couple tweakers. I was like, you motherfuckers, man, trying to hide your unlegit vehicle, you know? I'm like, no, I'm legit. I pay a lot of money. I'm homeless, and I pay a lot of money to keep this van full coverage insurance, good tires, fully, you know, fully maintained, good working order, you know, good tires, good brakes, good rotors, oil changes, registration every year, full coverage insurance. Like, if a homeless guy can do it, everybody else should have to as well. So no, you're not going to back your illegal, uninsured vehicle with no license plates on it, you know, and it's going to end up at at a police auction sometime soon in the next couple months, as soon as they catch your ass. I hate when people do that. And when the van was broken down last summer, would happen all the time. And I was like, I would just pray the van would like stay running enough for me to move, because I'd always move yet. The van would stay running for like sometimes like a couple minutes, sometimes like 10. Usually it'd like stay running enough for it started pissing out oil enough to cover the crank sensor and turn it off, is what was happening with it. But Yeah, it was like it's a shitty old black Honda Civic. You know, probably like I said, no registration, probably no insurance, probably not even a valid license. I mean, maybe a valid license, if that. I mean, that's pushing it. You know what I mean? Like as soon as they catch them, they're just going to tow the vehicle to the impound. You're not going to be able to get it out because you can't afford it, and then it ends up at a police auction or another auction or something like that, or they just ends up at the freaking crusher. You know, it's just a matter of time. And it's like you feel bad, but at the same time, they're spending all their money on dope. You know, here snatching copper from us. Who knows what else? Able bodies, just lazy people, dope addictions. I don't know. Like I said, it's a pandemic at this point. But yeah, I can rant about that all night. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. And remember what I need to do is take the scooter to the car wash and get. There's a bunch of mud on the bottom of it. I'm sure that doesn't help with the overheating problem I had in Cripple Creek. It didn't overheat tonight, which was good. I'm definitely gonna see if maybe there's like a new battery, or maybe there's like a firmware update or something that I haven't downloaded that's in the app or something. Like I said, I know the batteries aren't cheap, but it's like really how much can a better battery for this thing be? So I might check into that. Like I said, it's been abused for the last like 3 years, so it's probably time it gets a little maintenance. Yeah, you know, I think pretty much every state now requires you to have some type of insurance on your vehicle, and of course, current registration. But you know, there's also people I hear with suspended license or expired license or no license at all that shouldn't be operating vehicles. You know, people out here that have gotten 4, 5, 12, 14, you know, DUIs that still get it behind vehicles. I mean, it doesn't, you know, unless somebody's in jail, it doesn't stop somebody from getting behind a vehicle, whether the vehicle is legal or they're legal to operate it. You know, and of course, yeah, like the state requires it and shit. So, I mean, it's just, when people just, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's more people out there that are registered and good to go. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's a small percentage of people. But yeah, like you see on cop cams and stuff like that, it's pretty common at the same time. So it's like you almost got to question it. Like, is it, are more people out here rolling around without insurance than we think? Or more people, you know, don't have a license than what we think? You know, I drive around, I see a lot of expired temp tags, you know, temp tags that expired a year ago. Like, you know, on nicer vehicles, like you bought a Mercedes, but you couldn't afford to get it registered. You just left a temp tag on it from the dealership for a year. Like, you probably canceled your insurance after 3 months. You know what I mean? Now you're just rolling a completely non-legit vehicle that you can't afford. Yeah, every year there's a, you know, everybody's got a certain month, and they used to give you you know, quite a bit of a grace period, whether it was like 30 or 60 days. I think they've kind of cracked down on it now. I think they give you like at most 30 days. So if you're driving around, you know, 30 days past what day you're supposed to get it done, then yeah, they can pull you over and check into the status of your license. Of course, the first thing they're going to ask for is the registration, which you're not going to have because you don't have the valid thing on it. So you're not going to have valid or current year registration. They're going to ask for insurance, which you probably don't, you know. The registration is basically your license plate. when we go to the DMV, they give you your, when you get your vehicle, you go and you get it registered and what they call it. And then they give you the state plates. So in my case, you go to the DMV, they give me Colorado license plates. And then every year to be able to keep those plates on. And that's all based on what kind of vehicle you drive, how old it is. Shitty van is only it's under $100. I've heard of people having to pay, $300, $400, $500 every year just to get a current sticker to keep their vehicle registered. So yeah, it probably works a little bit different in Canada. And then, like I said, every state is mandatory that you have insurance on every vehicle. If it's, some states, they don't care if it's just being parked. They still want you to have some type of insurance on it. Every state's different. Some states, if the vehicle's sitting there on private property and it's an old vehicle and you don't do shit with it, they're not gonna, you can't get in trouble for that. If it was on a public street like this, they could probably get you for it in some places. They're like, bro, it's just a car. I've been sitting here working. I don't need to have it registered. It's a non-working order. I'm obviously working on it. It don't matter. It's on the public street. You know what I mean? Does it have insurance? Well, no. Well, you gotta. It's just every state's different. So yeah, insurance is hella expensive. I pay almost $150 a month US dollars for full coverage insurance, and my full can get. You know what I mean? It's not the best full coverage. My deductibles are high. But I have a small loan left on this van, so I'm required by my financial institution to maintain full coverage insurance on it, or if I don't provide them with proof, then they can hit me with a big ass basically penalty on right to my loan, which is basically their insurance is what they call it. So it's it's required. I have to have insurance on this vehicle. And then of course have to show proof to my credit union, which it's financed through. What I've been considering is registering my vehicle in Wisconsin at my mom's house, which is in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin. I'm sure the full coverage insurance is probably half of what I pay currently. The only reason my rates are high is because I'm in the city and people drive like morons around here. This is that RV right here. Just like a normal guy doing RV life. And in Vegas, it's just major cities, more accidents, and the rates are higher. So I was almost thinking about it. It's I don't know if I really want to have Wisconsin plates on my vehicle or not. Not that it really even matters, but I see tons of people with Wisconsin plates around here already. It's not it'd really matter, but I'd have to pay a fee to transfer it from one state to another state. So I'd have to do that because I basically have to buy new plates. I'd have to buy Wisconsin plates. It's almost like starting over. So you got to pay a title transfer fee, and then you got to pay the registration for that current year on whatever whatever state that you're transferring the title to. They get you in so many ways, but ultimately in the long run I'd probably save a lot of money just in insurance, which would be the whole reason I want to do it. But it's I just, my family's in Wisconsin. I have an address they can send the plates to, and and you can go online every year and just renew the registration. They send the tabs to your house. So a little sticker that goes on the license plate, we call it a tab. You stick the tab on your license plate, but they can send it to you, so I don't have to like go to Wisconsin every year to renew my shit. Or if anything, I can just have my mom run to the local DMV and do it. If I couldn't do it online for whatever reason. So I don't know, it's just something I need to check into. Even if it saved me like $50 a month and gave me better coverage, I'd probably even, it's worth it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Around here, the cops aren't like really pulling people over, but in a lot of places, like if you're, from out of state, then you kind of get targeted. So, I mean, there's kind of like some downfalls of, it's like I never go back to Wisconsin. So I'm like always going to be in a state with out of state, out of state plates. At the same time, I'm a van lifer, so it's not, you know what I mean? I guess it doesn't look like out of place. It wouldn't really appear to be suspicious. I'm obviously a traveling person. Obviously, I live in a vehicle. The typical van lifer travels around, so I don't know. It's just something I'll have to check into, but yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the kitty cat, see what he's up to. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their night. We'll be back at it on Thursday. I think there's gonna be I think Thursday is gonna be one of the hot days, so we gotta kind of embrace for that. It's gonna be like 90 out. It's gonna suck, but it's whatever. If I gotta sweat a little bit, I gotta sweat a little bit. So yeah, we'll be back Thursday. I don't know. Maybe we'll go somewhere else. Maybe we'll explore some of those side quests on this trail. Just have to wait and see. But yeah, as long as it's not, raining all crazy, I can deal with a little bit of heat. So to Susie, shout out to the mods, everybody else still watching, lurking. Let's see what Rocky's up to. Chill out. So see everybody later. Let me see. I actually got this that I can run.